really quickly, just before this video starts, I've got quite a croaky throat. I'm just recovering from my cold. Hopefully you guys don't hate me too much for it and you still enjoy the video. What is going on, guys? Welcome back to the channel. How are you all doing? Today, this video is going to be on me predicting what I think the outcomes are going to be of our upcoming Europa League group. It's currently the Monday, so in a couple of days we've got Feyenoord at home, but we're going to start this off by a poll that I put on my Twitter yesterday. Just wanted to put out to you guys to say how you think we're going to get on. I'll react to some of that, then I'm going to get into what I think and where I think we'll come in the group. There was almost 300 of you guys that voted in this Twitter poll. 0 to 4 points, 8% of you thought. 19% of you guys thought 9 or more points. 19% of you thought, don't know the points, just qualify, but you couldn't write this. 55% of people think we're going to finish on 5 to 8 points. So from the result, you can see it's an overwhelming result that would think we're going to finish between that 5 and 8 point mark. If you're lucky and all things go our way, we possibly can qualify with 7 or 8 points, but I'm going to go and look at what some of you guys have said through this. We've got Dino, who said, don't see why we can't win at least 3 games. We can't expect the same level of poor officiating as last season, maybe referring to like the Spartak Moscow game of last year. We've got a bigger and better squad. Once Kent is fit, he'll thrive in the big stage. I do think Kent will be a big part in this one. We've got Lewis said, 10 points and qualify, beat Feyenoord and Young Boys at home, beat one of them away, and a point against Young Boys at Feyenoord. Gary has said, shoot me down here, but the league's more important. We go to a decent wee run in Europe, but the league's got to be the main target. Again, I 100% agree that the league has to be the main target, but there's no way that we're going to be playing a B team in this. We're going to be putting our full strength team into this, trying to get further than the group stages. The amount of money that will pump back into the club for one, and also it's brilliant for the fans to see us doing well in Europe again, as a club of our size should be doing. But I don't disagree that the league is the most important thing. But Archie said 6 points from Young Boys, 4 points from Feyenoord, 1 point from Porto, second in the group, so to qualify again. And one final one here, I've got Ross Milligan. He said, naturally I hope we qualify, but it will be tough at Ibrox, never mind the away games. Porto's squad is valued at 250 million, Feyenoord's at 75 million, Young Boys at 55 million, and Rangers at round about 40 million. Now, I don't know how accurate that is, that's just the comment he's got on here, but going by them, you can see by quite a bit we are the lowest budgeted team in the group. So now we're going to move on to the part where I predict where I think we're going to come in the group, and it's time for you guys to laugh at my predictions or congratulate me on being somewhat of a genius by the end of it, and hopefully it's that one. But I'm going to start it off by talking about Feyenoord, just because we're playing them on Thursday coming. I'm going to get them out of the way first and see how many points I think that we'll take off of them from the home and away leg. The Feyenoord haven't had the brightest of starts to their own league campaign. They've drew 3 out of the last 5 games, currently sitting 7th in the table, so take of that what you will, but the form coming into this game, no doubt about it, they are a good team. They attack with real pace. They've got good talent up front, very tricky wingers. But one person that I'm glad isn't playing against us this year, who played for them last season, was Van Persie. Even at his age, of course he retired last year, but he was still banging in the goals for them last season, and I know he would have been a handful for us to deal with, so I'm glad that he's not playing against us on Thursday. Feyenoord last season, they did finish third, 20 points behind the big two of PSV and Ajax, so there is still a big difference between Feyenoord and then the top 2 over there, but make no mistake about it, Feyenoord are a good team. Now, my predictions for the home and away leg against Feyenoord, now, some of you may call me crazy, but I think this is the team that we're going to get 6 points against. I'm not saying that I think Feyenoord are off, but I'm just, at Ibrox, I think we'll win our first group game coming up here. I think, of course, we don't have Kent, who's going to be a big miss. We've not got Jones, so probably I think it's going to be Ojo, Arfield and Morelos as a front 3, either Morelos or Defoe, whatever Gerrard decides to go with. But I think we can get the job done at home, and I think this is going to be the away game that we are going to win. Call me crazy, I know, but I think we're going to take 6 points off of Feyenoord. But when we go over there, for sure, they've got a 51,000 seater. Their fans, like the Legia players when they came to Ibrox, they're not going to be intimidated by the atmosphere. They're used to playing in front of rowdy fans, 50,000, but I do think we'll get 6 points against Feyenoord. I'm going to move on to talk about Porto now, who are by far the bookies' favourites to come first in this group. The squad depth, the squad budget that they have is enormous compared to us and the rest of the group. Realistically, they don't look at a place in the Champions League, they really don't, but they've also got a 50,000 seater, rowdy fans, so They're not going to get intimidated when they come to Ibrox, but it's going to be huge against them because they're our third and fourth game, home and away. Could this be the make and break? Can we get X amount of points against Porto and help us get through? Who knows? But my prediction against them, I'm predicting a draw at Ibrox and us to get beat when we go over to Porto. They finished second in their league last year by 2 points behind Benfica, and they got to the Champions League round of 16 where they get knocked out by the winners, Liverpool. So they are absolutely no mugs, and I'm expecting us to get 1 point from Porto. And one battle that I'll be really, really interested to see in this is Pepe versus Morelos. Now, of course, Morelos is getting better this season, but we know Pepe is still an absolute hothead. You know the two of them are going to be at it all game, and hopefully Morelos keeps his cool and winds Pepe up, which we know he could do. Pepe's still a great defender, but I'm really interested to see that battle, and hopefully Morelos comes out on top. Now to talk about the final team in the group, which is Young Boys. We play them second away, where unfortunately we've got no fans going, and 6th at home. Now last season they won the league by 20 points, so currently right now they are by far the best team coming out of Switzerland, a team that's been about Europe for the past few years now. They've made a good name for themselves, but realistically people see them as, well, on paper it's Young Boys and Rangers as the easiest two people to beat, so we'll see how that one plays out. But I think it could be huge coming down to that last game at Ibrox, playing against Young Boys. I think it could be like a beat them to go through type of situation. Now, how do I think we'll fare against them? I'm predicting, I think it's going to be tough. We play against them the second group game and it's away with no fans. I think we're going to find a tough time. I think we might get beat when we go over to play there in Switzerland and then beat them at Ibrox at home. So I'm going to predict that we take 3 points off of Young Boys. Possibly, I'd like to say we'd get something over there, but I've just got the feeling with no fans that I fear we might get beat over there. So I'm going to go with 3 points, and it's the last game at home against Young Boys. So if you haven't worked it out from talking about that there, I am predicting us mark it, stamp it. This is it. It's going on record. I think we're going to come second and qualify from this group. And this is a group that could be in the Champions League. It really is it's a tough group. We had a really tough group last year again, but I'm looking forward to the challenge. I'm looking forward to seeing what our players can do. I think our squad depth especially, also we've got better talent, but this year our squad depth is far, far better. I think we'll be able to cope playing in the Europa League as well as the league. We want to make the league a priority, of course, but of course we want to do well in both. I'm predicting these Europe. I'd love to say Rangers will top the group in that, but we need to be realistic. These teams are, some of them are like Porto, for example. The money they have compared to us, it's just unrealistic for me to think. I'd love to be proven wrong and us to come first in this group, but I think realistically, I think we're going to finish second in this group. But let me know what you guys think in the comments down below for where we're going to finish in this group. Who do you think we're going to beat? What do you think the squad rotation is going to be like? There's debates as well about, will Helander get his chance on Thursday against Feyenoord? Goldson, he's not been having the best of time recently. Personally, would I bring Helander in for such a big game right away, Feyenoord at home? I mean, when you're spending that amount of money on a centre-back, you just don't want to be seeing him sitting on the bench. And he had no problems last season dropping Katic for Joe Worrell when Katic wasn't in form, and right now I don't think Goldson's in form, so I would see him dropped for Thursday. I would like to see Helander get his chance, and what better stage to have your chance on than Europa League, playing against teams like Feyenoord and high calibre European teams. But that's going to be all for this video, guys. I will be going to the match on Thursday. I'll be doing the vlogging from that, showing you the atmosphere, so subscribe to stay around for those videos. I'm going to the Feyenoord away game as well. I'm booked up, staying in Amsterdam, so I'm going to vlog that trip when I go away. I'm sure that'll be absolutely amazing. I cannot wait to go to that. This will be my first European away Rangers trip, and I absolutely cannot wait to go to it. But if you have made it this far into the video, thank you guys so much for watching. Smash a like on the video if you've enjoyed it, and subscribe. We're on our way to, we're over 2,000 subscribers now, heading towards that 3,000 mark, so if you could hit that subscribe button, it would mean a lot. And thank you for watching again, and we'll see you in the next one.